Hello everyone, it's Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Video. So I am here to discuss something that is going to potentially happen in 4 months that I feel like is not getting a lot of talk around the community, and that is a potential new announcement regarding a new summoning mechanic or a massive change to the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, for those of you that have maybe lost track of time, because a big indicator of the 3-year mark, honestly, have been the spin-off animes, and since 2 years ago, the spin-off animes changed to be Rush Duel focused and not Master Rule focused, it is pretty honest if you just kind of lost track of time and don't realize that coming up at this year's Jump Festa in December would be the 3-year mark, where since 2008, every 3 years, Konami has changed the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! In a massive way. Whether it has been implementing a brand new summoning mechanic and a brand new way to play the game, or changing the board not entirely, but pretty significantly like they did in 2020, every 3 years seems to bring about a massive change to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game. Just to kind of get you up to speed, in March of 2008, Konami introduced Synchro Monsters. In March of 2011, Konami introduced Xyz Monsters. In March of 2014, Konami introduced Pendulum Monsters. In March of 2017, Konami introduced Link Monsters. And then in March of 2020, they changed the board so that you no longer needed to special summon a extra deck monster to a main monster zone that a Link was pointing to, and so that definitely helped in terms of reducing the need to use Link monsters as constantly as you maybe had felt in the previous 3 years. Now, a big reason why they didn't add a new summoning mechanic, a lot of us felt, was because they made a major switch in 2019 to have the anime focus on Rush Duels, which is a brand new game that at the time of recording this video still is only OCG exclusive. It's unclear whether we will ever get this game in the TCG. I'm starting to lean towards no, but you know, with time, you never know what that may bring. And the anime deviated away from the main Master Rule game. And so we are reaching that 3-year mark. Every time there has been a big announcement for a new mechanic coming to the game, it has always happened at Jump Festa. Now, Jump Festa is a massive event that happens every December, usually the weekend before Christmas, and I believe it is slated to happen December 16th, 17th, somewhere in that range. And we are at the 3-year mark where every 3 years since 2008, the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Has changed in a massive way. And so the question really becomes, are we going to be getting a new mechanic to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game announced in less than 4 months? It's very much possible, but whatever happens, a massive precedent is going to be broken here. Either this will be the first time since 2008 where the main game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Does not change at the 3-year mark, or it will be the first time where the game does change with potentially a new mechanic that is not going to have an anime backing it up. And that becomes the big question. Does Konami feel confident to introduce an entirely new summoning mechanic without being able to show it off and advertise it in an anime form? Now, I've said for many years, and it's always controversial when I say it because I know I'm the big, and I love the anime with all my heart, but I think the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Has been in a place in the last probably 10 years where it no longer needs the anime to support it. And I think that was a big reason why Konami deviated the anime to focus on Rush Duels, which is a new game that they're trying to promote and advertise for, rather than use the anime to continue to focus on the Master Rule version. I think a big reason for that was the Master Rule version has established itself as one of the most popular card games in the world, and it kind of outgrew the anime. It didn't need the anime anymore to sustain itself, and we've seen that in the last 3 years. Since Vrains ended, do you feel like the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Has gotten less popular? Because I don't. I still feel like it's one of the most popular card games in the world. And so I think there is reason to believe that maybe the team feels they can add another mechanic, a new mechanic to the game without needing an anime to back it up. Now, of course, best case scenario would be in 4 months they announce a shocking anime or maybe even like a movie that is going to show off a new mechanic that they are going to add to the Master Rule game, and we're going to have Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush and another Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Rule anime run simultaneously. I think that would be best case scenario, but I'll let you know right now, that is incredibly unlikely. I would be absolutely shocked if they did something like that. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush is not going to be a 1-year show. At least it's going to run 2 years like Sevens. So the current anime is most likely not ending anytime soon either. I know that might be a thought that people have. If Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens was still running, could be a perfect storm, right? Where your Rush Duel anime is ending and you're reaching that 3-year mark where Konami, since 2008, have always announced a new mechanic. But that doesn't seem to be the case with Go Rush still in its first year. And so a precedent is going to be smashed here in Jump Festa 2022 and in 2023. Either we are going to break the 3-year tradition of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Rule game changing, or we are going to have a new mechanic shown off that is not going to have an anime to flaunt it and advertise it. Maybe they'll add something like link spells. Maybe they'll take something we've seen from a previous anime and really promote it in the next Master Rule, which would be Master Rule 6. But I don't know if they could make a whole 3-year length just based off of link spells. I don't really know what they're going to do, honestly. I feel like the game is in a pretty decent spot. And so if you add in a new mechanic, that's of course going to isolate people, but it could also bring back some people that are maybe disenchanted with the game and maybe feel that it is a little bit stale. There's always pros and cons to introduce a new mechanic, as long as that mechanic is balanced, and maybe that's something that they've struggled with a little bit in the past. Synchros, I'm looking at you. But let me know your thoughts on this. I mean, what do you think is going to happen? We're less than 4 months away from potentially a brand new Master Rule being announced, or breaking the streak of every 3 years having something new added to the game. Let me know if you think the game is in a perfect spot right now, or a good enough spot where you don't feel they need to add a new mechanic or a new board or a new zone or whatever they might do. And just give me any predictions. You guys, when it comes to the card game, think way more outside of the box than me. So I really, really want to hear all of your thoughts. I know you're definitely going to have some good opinions on this. And please let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys all so much. For a special thank you to my Platinum tier patrons, Panther J, Blue Maiden 28, and Jarrett Buller. And to my Diamond tier patrons, Jesse Wood and Latrell Smith. And to my Egyptian God tier patrons, Ccapacappuuu and Syn Cloud. To everyone who supports me on Patreon and to everyone who is a YouTube channel member, thank you so much. The extra support means the world to me, and it allows me to make videos on a semi-daily basis, and I am forever indebted to you guys. Seriously, thank you so much. And definitely check out my channel membership feature and my Patreon for some extra channel perks. And thank you guys all so much for watching. Please leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. Be sure to check out my channel for some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime content, and I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, guys.